Hello, welcome back to building some Minecraft, and today we will be building, this will probably be like a 2, 3, maybe even 4-parter. Today we're going to be building a slime farm. Basically, slimes will spawn there, we'll cut them up into a bunch of pieces, and then bring them up to a collection area where we can just punch them in their adorable little mouths until they die, which for little slimes is 1 hit, so that's what we're going for. And the first step, put the difficulty down so we don't have mobs everywhere. The first step to any slime venture is finding a slime chunk, and I've got my chunk grid on my mini-map. You probably don't have this, don't worry about it. But if you do have the mini-map, hey, your job just got a lot easier. So this is our map, here's our base, here's the chunks it's on. Now, if you're using the map, you have this cool nifty feature. You can pull up your menu, surface map options, show slime chunk. If you don't, there's plenty of websites. If you don't have the map like I do, there's plenty of websites that, what is it called? Show you, it's like they'll show you where your slime chunks are. Yeah, so anywhere that's red is a slime chunk. So once you've identified your slime chunks, you want to find where the biggest concentration of them is, and that's where you want to build your farm. As you can see on my map, I have tons of slime chunks everywhere, but the biggest concentration is... excuse me. That big cluster right under my basement, under my little marker, the white marker down there. Here, I'm walking into it. These chunks right here. These are the biggest concentration. So I already mined it out, but this is where the slime farm's going to be. Is down... Yeah, you didn't know I was moving. Down here. And I already placed my collection area, don't worry, I'll go over how to build it. But I already mined out the chunks, and each chunk is 16 by 16. And for slimes to for slimes to spawn, they need to spawn below a height level of 40. And as you can see in the top right corner, just below the mini-map, I'm at height of 26, and that's plenty solid. Any deeper, I hit lava, that's no fun. So this is where I'm going to do stuff. And I've mined out the chunks. This is one single chunk right here. You can see it on my map. But it's 16 by 16. I outlined it with torches so you can see kind of how big that is. Pretty big. And once you've kind of dug out your things, all your chunks that are connected, which I've done, don't worry about the jack-o'-lanterns and stuff and the trenches. I'm getting to that. So once you mine it all out, damn man, I meant to get rid of this so that it wasn't weird to look at. So yeah, 1 chunk, and I have 6 of them. Don't worry about the glass or anything like that. And what you want to do is you want to dig trenches. And because I have so many... Whoa, hello. Oh! Okay, hold on. Before we go slime farming, I want to show you guys my skin I made the other day. Ha ha ha! Little construction panda. He's wearing a construction hat, as close as I can make it. Some overalls. And chewing on some bamboo, as pandas do, you know. So you got a little hat and overalls, got bamboo in his back pockets. Cool little guy. I don't know. I made it the other day. I was bored. Couldn't make videos. Yeah, but I keep forgetting to show him. So that's my little panda. A little cooler than Steve, I thought. But yeah. So chunks. Right. That's where we are. Slime chunks. These are them, and I mined them out, as you should be doing. and once you do, outside the chunks, so this is the chunk boundary I'm placing blocks on. So this is included in those 16 by 16. This is not. You want to dig a 3 wide, so 1, 2, 3, and then this is also 1, 2, 3. Trench, and it is also 3 deep. How convenient, 3 by 3 by 3. And that's to accommodate the big ol' slimes. They're big dudes, and once they hop down here, we need to move them. The goal is to get the slimes off the pads, into the trenches, and then process them. And the trenches, troughs? What are we going to call these? I like trenches. We're going to move them. That's what these do. The trenches move the things. So, once you've got everything mined out, like I have, we are going to... You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all this glass so it's not in the way. Whoa. Yeah. For lighting, what I would recommend lighting your chunks, because you don't want regular mobs down here, you only want slimes. Regular mobs will actually decrease the the slime spawn rate, so you want to increase that rate. And to do that, you need to, what do you need to do? Light this, because slimes, they'll spawn light, mobs won't. Whoa, what did that do? Okay. It was like I jumped on it and it was like a trampoline. Losing my mind. Yeah, so I just threw some jack-o'-lanterns in the floor and some kind of pattern for each chunk. You know, go with what you feel. You just need it to be lit so mobs won't spawn in here. Slimes, they spawn light, that's fine. And I'm using jack-o'-lanterns because they can actually spawn on top of a jack-o'-lantern. Pretty cool. If you use glowstone, they seem to have trouble doing it. Spawning on top. And, I don't know. So, I think it's because it's kind of a transparent, glassy block. I don't know. But, yeah, so I use jack-o'-lanterns. And that's a lot of pumpkins, but I'll probably be doing a pumpkin parm. Pumpkin parm. Like chicken parm, but with pumpkin. That would be gross. No, I'll be doing a pumpkin melon farm because, I mean, they operate the same. So I'll do that within, I don't know, the next couple weeks. They're pretty easy. Yeah, so light this baby up and dig your trenches. And in intersections like this one, you're going to want to dig down another block. So you have another 3 by 3 thing. And this looks a little small because I had a lot of these connected, and if they weren't, if they were the full chunks, this would be completely full with block right here. This trench wouldn't exist up until here. So to get around that, I like to move mobs faster through the system, because I don't want them just floating around like it's a lazy river, you know? I want them to get sent straight to be processed and go right up to where I'm waiting. So, that's why I dug this trench right here and that one right here. And I did that reluctantly because it actually reduced the spawn area of this chunk and these two chunks by a good bit. I'm not exactly sure the percentage, but you know, I mean, you can see like it's a big area. But if I didn't, you know, like this would be, they could just spawn up here and chill, you know. Like, slimes have a tendency to go hang out in the corners of rooms, which is usually what gets them into these trenches down here. They have a tendency to go towards corners and whatnot, which is kind of weird, but, I don't know, like, I feel safer with this trench here. So, once you've got your trenches set up, and you've got your things lit up, I need to do this one, but I'll do that. We'll do that now, I guess. I don't know. Jack-o'-lantern. You guys have never seen me work before, so this is probably new. The torches I'm not going to worry about, because they will just fall off. Oh, torches. I think those also impede spawning area, so don't use those, I guess. Yeah, I guess just don't use torches. No, there. Oh, okay. Yeah, my map is riddled with caves, so if you ever see me just like excavating and then stumble into a cave network, it happens a lot. Yeah. But eventually what will happen is to get the slimes to stop spawning, because they will love to spawn, to get them to stop so that they're not impacting my big spawner up top for regular mobs, so that they don't impact that, what I'll have to do is somehow shut off this spawner. So that not so that they don't go through processing, but that they don't even spawn here. So that way my entire spawn rate is sent to the other spawner. Yeah, that's lit. Okay, cool. And to do that, I'll eventually have to flood these pads, and that'll be difficult. No, it's not. I already worked out how to do it. But it'll get rid of the torches, so that's why I'm not deleting all the torches. Cool. Now then, you need to designate one corner of your spawn room. Spawn room? Designate a corner of it as your collection area, and I chose this one. I already got a little viewing station set up. Don't worry about that yet. But actually, we'll just pretend that this is your corner, because that's how it'll look. Is you dug down your one block, because it's a corner. And yeah, so designate this your spawning corner, and this is where you're going to want to direct all your water channels. Or that's where I'll be directing my water channels. So that's that corner, so I'm going to go to the opposite side of the room, which is this one. Place a water bucket. Water bucket. I'm not placing it. I'm placing a water block. And because my room is kind of oddly shaped, I have to also put it in this corner because it's also technically opposite, as you see. Yeah, okay. So now, you'll see that if they jump into this corner anywhere, they'll get pushed along, and then it'll park them either which way. And then I need to continue this water channel, which I will do by digging that. So this is the furthest it'll go. Go ahead and get rid of that too. So what I want to do is go ahead and block that off so it's even to that last block. Yeah. So if they're in it, it'll push them down, and they'll fall into this little 3x3 hole. And this hole doesn't have to be 3x3, but we're working with big slimes, and I want to be accommodating. Don't want to discriminate against the big slimes. So 1, 2, 3, and I only need these signs here because I want to stop the flow of water. For most other ones, I won't actually have these on the back side. But yeah, so you're going to place a water block in each corner of the 3x3 hole that you want, and that'll make a water block between them, and it'll push them. Okay, so now we need to get them back up a block. That's easy. And I could use a staircase, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use a fence. And that's because if you put a staircase, there's a little quarter of a block gap right there. And I don't want any the cute slimes, getting caught in it. So because the fence is 1.5 tall, I'll just pop up, and it puts me to the top of the big block because the water's pushing me across the fence. Water doesn't seem to know that fences are tall. So that's how we're going to do all of our little continuing of flows, I guess. So it's still a 3x3, but on the last sort of that third leg is the fences, and they just pop you up. And above each set of fences, you're going to want signs. Whoa, not saw, just regular. Guess it doesn't matter, you can put little jokes on them or something. Yeah. And you see, if you don't put the signs, it'll just flow backwards and completely ruin this area. You get dead spot, and yeah, it pushes it into this corner. So you don't want that. So you have to actually put signs down to block the flow of water. And see, these are evenly flowing from these 3 source blocks. So it'll push evenly until we can get to here. And I am completely fine with it flowing down like that as long as it's even. So they flow down that 1 block, so that just means I don't have to put water here. Save on water. Water bill is pretty high. No, there's no Minecraft water bill. Cool, so now we got that little leg done. Let's see. That's a little unfortunate that it can't make it that far. So I'll just dig out another one, I guess. Actually, how far does that have to go? 2 blocks? So what I'm going to do is right there. Yeah, okay, cool. So it's flowing from this block right here. So I don't have to dig a whole nother, what's it called? Another one of these, booster? The trench booster? I don't know. So I don't have to put a whole nother one. I'm just going to make the one that's there a bit longer. It won't actually hurt the system or anything like that. It just means that for a couple blocks longer, it's at a lower height. Yeah, lower Z value. I don't know. It doesn't really do anything different. It just pushes it along. You could do the whole thing like that, just alternating if you wanted to, but I don't know. No real reason not to. The intersections, you want to direct the water as quickly as possible to the processing corner. So the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So we want this to go that way. And yeah, so we just make the water in this little section point this way. And I can safely put, whoa, not there. There, because even if they're in this far corner, just watch what happens. I've still words. I still have to go down a block to actually touch this water flow. So they'll never get caught like they're being pushed. It'll never be like, I'm holding forward right now, it'll never be one of these. So that is safe, don't worry. Yeah. And I think I also, because my room is wonky, have to put water here. Which I'm not a fan of, but no worries. So I have 3 sort of push corners. So it pushes both ways from there, there, and up there. I'll probably have to edit this down, so if this is goodbye, then goodbye. Okay, I should be able to pick it up here. Let's see. I've got all my water in place. You can see my canals are full. And anywhere I jump in, I should be led to, let's just see here. Anywhere I jump in, I should be led to the processing center. Well, processing corner. It's not in the center. Yeah, and basically processing is going to work. Oh, I forgot my fences right here. This is why we test things, so that we don't run into these kind of things. Yeah, okay. This is why you should definitely test your building before you put it into use. Otherwise, you'll have all your slimes getting stuck there, which nobody wants. This intersection looks weird, don't worry about it. Cool, and this is the processing corner, as noted by my little viewing window where I can watch slimes get essentially processed. And I built this viewing room, I forgot to kind of mention this, just so I can come down here and watch slimes, for fun, for sport. Um, so I'll be able to come down and watch the slimes get processed and watch the little slimes go off on their merry little way. But this thing, I don't know if you saw it when I came down here. Um, it's essentially a hatch with two little staircases that pop out. This stair pops up, that one pops back, or no, this one pops down. So that when I have that closed, this is just an ordinary canal, but instead of having a block here, it's a stair block. Mobs don't care. Um, yeah, so that's why I did that. And it doesn't. Don't build it. I would suggest putting a door in so you could like come and investigate if you have any problems or want to just check in, make sure your canals are looking good. Um, in my appear to be, but that's why I put mine in. You obviously don't have to, and I would not recommend it. It's a lot of redstone, and it serves no purpose. But I have no material. Uh, I don't know. There's the supply of redstone I have is kind of infinite, so it's not a big deal.